Hi, this is Neil. In this video, we are going to discuss on very interesting topic called how to create user-defined exception. That is, you can call user-defined exception or custom exception. Okay, you can call any way. So how to create in Java? We discussed on like Java, most of the exceptions they already predefined in Java. Some exception we can create, user level we can create. How do you create? I show with example. Here I'm going to create a new project, or I can use the same package. For example, I can make a new package with the name com.demo. This is a package. In this package, I create a class. I create a class with the name. Take this example. Like I'm going to make here like user. User is a class. In this user class, so I'm going to pass the input then the console. So in Java, if you need to pass the input then the console, you can use data input stream, which is an IO package, or you can use scanner class. Scanner is a class which comes into Java.util package. So input with asterisk symbol. It denotes like it input all the class from util package. Now scanner is a class. Okay, sc is equal to new scanner. I create an object for scanner. So I'm passing the input then the console. Now I make a message like if I need to pass the input as integer, so enter your number. I make it enter your age. Okay. Now I make it int a is equal to sc dot next int. The return type of next int method is integer. It takes input from the user as integer. Similar like that, if you need to pass the input as string, so here I make it java p java dot lang dot sorry util dot okay scanner. Can you see here? So here actually next int is the method. You can see that next int is a method. The return type of that next int method is integer. If you need to pass any input as number, then the console you can go for next int. Same like if you need to pass any input as long, next float value, decimal values. Okay, next double. Similar like that, if you need to pass input as string, you can go for next method. Next is a method. You can see here. So here I show. Next is a method. Can you see that? Next line. Next line also can do that. Similar like that, next method also can. So next method you can see here. Just I show you. This is to pass input. Next is a method. You can use any one method. So next, the difference between next and next line method is next method if you are entering the input with space, it not consider the space. But next line it takes the space. For example, if you make Raj space Kumar, next line it takes Raj Kumar. But if I use next method, it takes only Raj, not take Raj Kumar. Okay, this is the main. So here in this example, I'm passing the input as integer. So I use next int method. Now I make a condition if a that is age greater than or equal to 18. I make a message here. Okay, so system.out.println valid age. Now else I'm going to make a system.out.println invalid age. Just I'm checking the age whether the entered age is greater than or equal to 18 or less than 18. Now if I run this one, it asks me to enter the input. So I'm entering the input like if I enter the age as 11. 11 is below 18. So it displays the message as invalid age. Okay, same like that if I enter the age, if I enter the age 25 is above 18 and above valid age. Okay, so now if you enter the age below 18, it consider I just print a message like invalid age. Actually real time if you are doing a project, they consider the age if you enter the age below 18. So while entering the age, so they consider it's a problem. In place of hard coding the message, they consider this as a problem. They handle the problem. Now in place of printing the message, now I'm going to handle the problem by using try catch. That means I'm going to create my own exception. That means here you can see that com.demo, I create my own exception with the name invalid age exception. Invalid age exception. This is my own exception. User level I'm creating. Okay. Now, if you create your own exception in Java, the first rule is you need to create a class extends with exception. Once you extends your class with exception, then only the class it considers a exception. Now invalid age exception is a exception. Once you extends with exception, it considers exception. In this one, I have a variable private int age. Okay, age. Age, this is variable we cannot access outside the class. Now I define a constructor invalid age exception. This is a constructor. Okay, in this constructor, I am passing the age int age. So this is instance variable, this local variable. Both are age. Now I'm going to connect to instance variable and local. So I can make it this dot age, that is instance variable equal to age. That means whatever the age if you are passing here, that age it assigned to here. This dot age is nothing but this one. It assigned. Now while printing the exception, I'm going to print some message. So what you do, you can add toString method. So just I right click here, source, generate toString. You can see that generate toString and click on generate. Now whenever if you print the exception object, it print the message like invalid age exception, age equal to display the age. I created my own exception. Now I'm going to call here. So if the age is less than 18, that is sorry, if the age is less than 18, yeah, less than 18, I make a try block here. I'm going to throw my own exception. So throw is a keyword mainly used for throwing your own exception object. So that is invalid age exception. In this invalid age exception, I'm passing a. If I pass a is a variable we are passing the input. That a value get assigned, it pass to the constructor. From here, it connect to constructor. It pass the age. For example, if I pass the age is 11, it connect to age is 11. The same age it assigned to this dot age. It assigned here 11. Whenever I print the exception object, it print this age, invalid age exception, age equal to. Now I'm going to handle this by using catch block. So here I put catch block. I enable invalid age exception IAE. Just I create a reference. Now I'm going to print. So if you need to print, you can make system.out.println also can do that, or error also can. Okay. Now I print IAE. Now if I run this program, it asks me to enter the input. Suppose if I enter the age is 11, display the message invalid age exception. In place of printing the message, now I'm calling that I'm handling like exception. So where is this message? This message is from here. This one. Whenever if you print the exception object in catch block, I'm printing the exception object. It gets the message from here. Can. So by this user level, we can create our own exception also. Can. I got that. Again, I'm explaining. So I'm entering the age. If the age is less than 18, I make a try block here. I'm throwing my own exception with the name invalid age exception. I define here, and I'm passing the age a. A is nothing but is a variable. We are passing the value. Now the a get assigned to age. The age get assigned to instance level. Now I'm printing that IAE is a reference for invalid age exception. Whenever if you print the object, it print the message from here. This message get returned back to the user. It's just a display back to the user. Can. So by this you can handle the problem. We can. So this we can call user defined exception or custom exception. Particularly if you have your custom exception manually, if you need to throw, you can use throw keyword. I'm making a condition here. Under if the age is less than 18, you throw an exception. We can. I handle the problem. We can do that. Yeah.
Hi students, if you really like my video, if you enjoy the video, please subscribe and like my channel. So I need your support. Thank you.